JEE. I'll talk about what I did, what I should not have done, and what I feel you should do right now. I appeared for IIT JEE in 2010, and now standing here, it seems it was such a long while back. The pattern then was a little different. There were 2 exams, 3 hours each, objective type. And although the pattern has changed today, I believe that the basics and the tips for cracking the exam remain the same. So I'll start off by telling you what I did for my preparation. My case was pretty simple. I was lucky enough to have all the right guidelines. I was focused and determined. And the most important thing, somewhere inside, I always knew I was going to study at an IIT and nowhere else. And believe me, that makes things a whole lot simpler. You need to know about your goals and you need to be focused towards them. So I started my preparation in my 10th standard, and by 11th I was almost done with my syllabus. So that allowed me to devote most of my time in 12th standard towards JEE. And remember that starting that early is not a prerequisite, but when you have some extra time, do make best use of it. And there is no one sure shot way of cracking an exam, or certainly not one like JEE. Different things work for different people, and you have to find out what works best for you. Now, coming on to what I think you should do right now. There are some of you here who are currently in their 10th standard and would soon be starting their preparation. Others who are in 11th and are in the midst of their preparation. And still others who are in 12th and are almost done with their preparation and will soon be appearing for various competitive exams. So, starting off with those who are in 10th standard. To you, my advice would be study well for your board exams, get done with your board exams, perform as well as you can, take a few days off, enjoy. But then start your preparation. For you, the most important step would be planning. Now, how do you plan? Start talking to people, to your teachers, to seniors. Seniors like me, you can always contact me, you can ask me anything, no problems, no worries, no issues. So that you have a fair idea of what's in store for you and how you should go about doing it. And then start implementing. Now, those of you who are in 11th, I tell you that you still have ample time left for preparation. Analyze where you stand and where you need to be. Think of what you need to do to reach there. Always remember that success is a journey and you won't attain it in a single day. So take one step at a time. Ensure you are improving each and every single day. Focus more on understanding concepts rather than mugging them up. And I think if you are able to do these things, you should be good. And coming to those students who are in 12th right now, I really hope you have made best use of your time in the last 1.5 years, because now is the time for revision. Make an exhaustive revision schedule and stick to it. Prioritize your work, prioritize subjects and topics, accordingly devote your time, and practice a lot of questions, take mock tests, and evaluate yourself and work accordingly. Now, something that applies to all the students, there is a very common misconception that I have seen people have, that I have seen many of my friends have, is the feeling that I'm not smart enough to crack this exam, I don't have the IQ required to crack IIT JEE, etc. etc. And if there's anyone here who feels the same, let me tell you, it's never about your IQ, it's always about your EQ. It's only about your EQ. Now, what is EQ? By EQ, I mean emotion quotient. What is emotion quotient? It means your attitude, your work ethics, and your sincerity towards a given task. So always remember, during your preparation, keep a high EQ and your IQ will take care of itself. Another important thing, and that is sort of a reminder, as I guess you should be knowing it already, that is, enjoy whatever you do. Really, enjoy whatever you do. And I know it's kind of sounds funny, right? I know. How do you enjoy studies? How does one actually enjoy studies? But then that is the trickiest part, and you'll have to decode it on your own. And at last I would say, it's not going to be easy, but it will definitely be worth it. And believe me, you'll thank yourself 5 or 10 years down the lane. So give it your best shot and all the best. And thank you. And yeah, one more thing, if you want to ask me anything or